Welcome back to the channel. I am doing this kind of impromptu live because I'm going to do a little bit more lives coming here on the channel now, and because we just posted an update that I did this afternoon that it was very intense energy, very, very intense energy. So what I wanted to do was just come in with a little bit of a softer energy, see what kind of messages we come, just using some oracle cards for the collective. So we're going to use just see what decks I'm called to, see what questions we have. If you guys have any questions, collective questions, not personal questions, let me know in the chat and we will see what we can come up with. We'll see what kind of messages we can channel here. So do make sure that you also check out the reading that we just posted. A lot of tarot moments going on. I'm actually moving through my own personal revelations and breakthroughs with regards to this connection, with regards to my relationship. So we'll see what shifts are happening. So do check out that reading as well. And if you can't join us for the live chat, then make sure you check out the replay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get some overall energies for the... Hi! Good to see you. I recognize your name from a bunch of comments. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being so active on the videos. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get some oracle cards. I'm going to use the Angel Tarot first and just see where the energy is for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. So we're going to use oracle cards today. A mix of tarot, mix of just regular oracle cards. And we have the new moon energy coming as well. Hi, Lynn. We're going to be having the new moon coming in as well. We're in that new moon energy right now. So I think we're going to use the Moonology deck as well and see what kind of energy we have coming up. So let's just get some masculine, feminine energy. What's going on? I don't think much has shifted since I posted the video this afternoon, but I want to get some more and get into depth with what is going on in the collective with that energy. See if we can pull in some softer energy. See if we can see what's really going on, because if you guys watched that, it was intense. Hi, Bruna. Molly. Hi, Molly. Energy is going crazy around DM, right? We were good. Now he is kind of running. Yep, that is right. It's intense. I feel like they're going through tarot moments. I feel like we're going through tarot moments as well, because what I realized today was, with the help of a couple of my friends in my soul tribe, what I actually realized today was, as my Divine Masculine is going through tarot moments, I'm kind of experiencing some revelations and not upheaval. It doesn't feel bad. I don't feel bad whatsoever. I feel actually just kind of at peace about the whole thing. But I do feel like I'm going through an epiphany of, I don't want to be afraid of my connection. I don't want to be afraid of wanting my Divine Masculine, which is where I've been holding back for his sake. And we have been talking about having respect for the Divine Masculine and where they are, and I'm always going to do that. I'm never going to take action on my feelings, but I also want to respect my own feelings and where I am. And I think that's important for the Divine Feminine to do, not to hold back their feelings from expressing their feelings, at least to themselves. Don't hold back from expressing your feelings to yourself. Don't hold back from being honest with yourself about what you're feeling. If you're having romantic feelings for your divine counterpart and they're not wanting that, then don't suppress yourself just for their sake. You're just doing that out of fear. And that was a huge revelation for me. Because I don't want to hold back out of fear. I don't want to not be honest with myself. And I was pretending and convincing myself that friendship was fine with me, that I was okay with just friendship, and I'm not. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to respect what we have. It doesn't mean I'm going to act on those feelings, but because that is respecting where he is. But I'm not going to pretend anymore that I don't want commitment. I'm not going to pretend anymore that I don't want a relationship. And that was huge for me. Like I'm moving through this right now. Like this is real time. So I'm moving through this revelation right now. So you guys bear with me. This is kind of, an epiphany for me, that I don't want to hold back any of myself in fear. I don't want to resist any of myself in fear. Yeah, we have the 10 of Wands that just flew out. So this is, well, this says too much work, accept help from others, life is out of balance, stress-related health concerns. But it's 10 of Wands energy. This is laying down the burden. laying down the fear, laying down anything that is holding you back, that's not serving you anymore. And what's not serving me is suppressing my emotions for the sake of others, because that's just, sorry guys, that is just holding yourself back. That's just suppressing your own emotions and sacrificing yourself for the sake of others. That's what happens when we go live. I have dogs and they bark. Give me 1 second. I can't edit that out. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Reading you 100 or 1,000%. Lori, yeah. Oh, Lori. You'll be happy to know Riley went up the stairs by himself today. I have been carrying him upstairs because he had been sick, and now he's doing much better. So yay. I'm not going to take all that. Okay. I love people who love dogs. Yeah, so you'll forgive the barking, right? Okay. Oh, we've got a lot of wand energy. If you guys remember the weekend reading, if you watched that, we had a lot of fire energy, a lot of wand energy. So here we have the 7 of Wands, and here we have the 8 of Wands. So I feel like with this is interesting energy. I feel like this is divine masculine energy that I'm picking up on. So I feel like the divine masculine is in kind of like a defensive mode. It's ego. It's ego that's dissolving. Now this could be the divine feminine as well, but it's what I'm really getting is that this is masculine. This is divine masculine. It could be the masculine energy within you. In defensive mode, ego breaking down, ego dissolving, a lot of things that are changing for them, and it's making them feel defensive. It's making them feel really guarded. But they're moving into this 8 of Wands energy where they're realizing that they can't be stagnant anymore, that they really are wanting to lay down these burdens, lay down these wands, lay down this weight, because it's exhausting them. It's just exhausting them. And so they are wanting, they are wanting to take action for their life, also wanting to communicate, possibly even communicate with you, divine feminines, about everything that is going on within them internally with their emotions. Because this guarded energy, this is exhausting them too. This is a weight that they've been carrying, and they can't carry it any longer. They can't guard themselves against this connection any longer, is what I'm hearing. Wanting to communicate, wanting to move fast. Now, move fast, I don't mean move fast as in a relationship, but move fast as in take the next step. Take action towards laying down these wands, towards laying down this guard. Yeah, the words on this card is many things happening at once. I feel like that's where part of this energy is coming from. They're just exhausted. It's like everything is hitting them all at once, and they're feeling guarded. They're feeling defensive. It's because it's the tower moment is what I'm hearing. The tower moment is coming in, and it's shaking things up. It's shaking their entire world up. And so, oh wait, that was 8 of Wands. Sorry, I mean 7 of Wands. So that's why they are wanting to move forward. That's why they're wanting to take action, because they realize that the universe is pushing them anyway, that they can't stay in that energy anymore. He's been silent today. He's kept it all to himself. Is that your divine masculine, Lori? Yeah, I do feel like a lot of divine masculines are in hermit mode right now, because I feel like they are reflecting on this. I feel like they are kind of waking up to this, realizing that they have to let down their guard, let down their burdens, let down this weight, because they can't carry this weight anymore. It is too tiring for them. It is too exhausting. They have to take a step forward. And it's not just towards this connection, but it's towards their own life. It's towards their own life, their next step in their life. The old is gone. The old is past. And they can't hold on to the old anymore. And so, and so now they have to move forward. Now they have to take that next step towards their life. And I feel like a lot of them are in hermit mode to kind of figure out what that next step is, because they want that. They're feeling the passion. They're feeling the fire for that. They're feeling the fire for a new beginning in their life and with this connection. But they're really feeling like reflective mode. What is it going to take is what I'm hearing they're asking themselves. What is it going to take for me to move forward? I'm so sorry about my dogs, you guys. I don't know what is going on outside. The angel answers. Yep, we are going to ask the angel answers deck. Okay. I'm going to get to that in a second. I want to use the Moonology deck first. And I want my dog to quiet down first. What is going on? I don't know what's going on out there. Angel's helping. He needs to see the light. Yep. Rest assured that there is divine guidance and protection on this, for this connection all over, for both you and your divine counterpart, that there is guidance happening for both of you to shift, is what I'm hearing, to shift. Okay, what messages do we have with the Moonology deck here? What messages do we have? Saw baby deer and swans. Well, that's a nice sign. That's a really nice sign. Interesting. We have, what do you need to release? I don't think this card has ever come out for me before. What do you need to release? This is the energy of laying down the burdens, laying down the weight. What is it that you have to release? What weight do you have to release? Because you're exhausted from carrying the weight. Divine Feminines, you were carrying the weight of this connection. You had to detach and release the weight of that. Now, what is it the Divine Masculines have to release? Divine Feminines, too, what do you still have to release? For me, what I'm moving through right now is releasing the fear of my feelings, my true feelings, and wanting that commitment from my Divine Masculine. It's releasing the fear of, sacrificing my feelings for his and wanting to protect him, wanting to keep him safe, wanting to make him feel loved, but I'm just sacrificing my love by doing that. Doesn't mean I'm going to take action, but it's about expressing myself and wanting to express myself. It's this energy. What guard do you have to lay down? What wands do you have to lay down here? What do you need to release? Let's get one more. And then, Molly, we're going to move on to the angel answers. And I swear, if that romance card comes out, the universe likes to toy with me. Every personal reading I do, that romance card, that damn romance card comes out. Hold on a second, you guys. Okay. I know it's Destiny, but he needs to step up. Yep. Keep clearing your blocks. I didn't think I had any blocks until an hour ago. And I realized that I was afraid. I was afraid of expressing my true self. I was afraid of expressing my emotions. I was pretending that friendship was okay with me and just friendship was okay with me, and it's not. It's not, because I have those feelings, and I need to be able to express those feelings and feel safe to express those feelings, not act on them, but at least feel safe to express those feelings within our relationship, within our friendship. And so that was still a block for me. I still had a block. So this card, what do you need to release? What are you still releasing? What are you still, what might still be blocking you, and how can you continue to shift the connection through your own healing and through your own growth? That's not a reproach. I promise that's not a reproach. That's just guidance that's coming through. Okay. The energy is gaining momentum. Yep. There are shifts that are happening. And I feel like, especially as we move into the fall months, there's something about fall, and it's interesting because it's such a juxtaposition, because fall usually represents decay. Okay, that's why they're giving that to me. Fall usually represents decay. It usually represents, the falling of the leaves and the decay of the old and releasing of the old as we move into hibernation of the winter. It's not the fresh beginning and fresh start of spring. But there's something about this fall. They're saying that that decay is more about releasing the old so that you can move into the new. it is about that cycle, that continuous cycle of transition. This is forward momentum. This is a transition. And I do believe that there's going to be a lot more harmonious encounters with divine counterparts, a lot more unions actually happening, and a lot more up-leveling in your relationship and within yourself and your own transformations happening. So there's something transformative about fall. And again, it's not that, rebirth of spring, but it's that decay energy. But that's the juxtaposition, because as you release the old, that's when you're reborn. That's the phoenix energy. As you release the old, that's when you're really reborn. And that feels beautiful. That really feels beautiful. Okay, angel answers. All right, what messages do we have with these angel answers? September through October, there's something about September through October that is, they're showing me the Eight of Wands here. There's something about this forward momentum and energetic momentum, transformations happening from September through October. I don't know what's happening there, but there's something about that. There's something about the fall months. Thank you guys for being here. I know this was spur of the moment, but I'm really glad you're here. Let's get some general messages, please. What messages do we have for these divine counterparts? Messages. Ooh, what just flew out? I swear to God. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that fly? It's the romance card. I swear this card is haunting me. So I'm not going to deny it. I feel like this is a message for me. I'm not going to deny it anymore. This damn romance card. Every time I do a reading, this card comes out, like a personal reading for myself. This card comes out, I swear. Like, okay, all right, I give in. I'm not going to, I'm not going to deny it anymore. I'm not going to pretend I don't want romance. Like this, okay, all right. Happy to hear. Oh, thank you, Elle. That's sweet. But yeah, okay, all right. I mean, all right. And then we have on the bottom of the deck, we have remain positive. So remain positive, you guys. There's romance in your future. There's romance there. Remain positive. I swear. I swear. I don't know if the angels are telling me something, if they're just toying with me, but you guys saw it. You guys saw it. Okay, let's use the Romance Angels deck. And then if you guys have any questions, like general questions, not personal questions, for the collective, let me know, and we'll pull some cards for that. Molly. I told you, Molly, if that card came out. I swear, I swear. All right, Romance Angels, what do you got? What do you got? All right, give it to us. What do you got? Oh, hold on. Okay. We have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So there might be some codependency that might be clearing from you or your divine counterpart at this time. So keep an eye on any codependent patterns, any codependent tendencies. This could also be, codependency can also manifest as control. So keep an eye on that as well. The cards that flew out, I'm going to start with this one. We have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. The energy that I'm getting from this is there's an imbalance happening within the connection. That one or both of you might not be speaking your truth, that you might not know entirely how each other is feeling truthfully because of that game of pretend, because you're either in self-deceptive mode or self-sabotage mode or self-betrayal mode where you're just hiding and suppressing your feelings. And so you're, by not acting not expressing your feelings, not expressing your true self, you're denying the connection, you're denying the love, and it's causing one or both of you confusion. It's causing one or both of you to question yourself, to question this connection, to question the love. So it's not. This connection is built on love. Like, this love is not unrequited. So don't flip out about that. This love is not unrequited. This love is built on a foundation. This connection is built on a foundation of love. But there's confusion that's happening within the connection that is causing one or both of you to doubt the love between you two. You have to go within and anchor into that place of love. You have to go within and feel like, understand that there is always an undercurrent of love within this connection. That even what you're seeing on the 3D, that's not the true reality. You have to go within and really feel the connection. You have to feel the love. He is the one denying everything but won't let me go. Yeah. I would say that I was in the same situation where I felt like he was the one in resistance until like an hour ago, where I realized that I was really in resistance as well, because I was afraid of expressing my true feelings for him. I've told him that I love him. I've told him that I have romantic feelings for him, but I was holding myself back and not being completely honest with myself, not being truthful with the depth of those feelings, and holding myself back from expressing that to him. So I would just say gently, very gently and lovingly, look within and see if there's any place where you're mirroring that. See if there's any place where you're holding yourself back and not being truthful with yourself about what it is that you want. If there's any fear, because fear is a real blocker in the connection. Fear is the one thing that truly blocks the connection. And fear manifests itself as betrayal. It manifests itself as resentment and anger. It manifests itself as self-sabotage. In many, many ways, it manifests itself as self-sabotage. So really go within and see where you still might be acting in fear, old patterns, old beliefs, old stories that you're telling yourself, because that is what is going to help to manifest a connection, and that's what's going to help clear the blocks that are blocking the love, that's blocking the resistance, that's blocking the connection. Hey, Karen. Hey. Okay, so the other two cards that came out is stay optimistic about your love life and past life relationships. So this unrequited love that came out, this is just the fear. This is just the confusion that you are experiencing. This is what is real. This connection, the depth of this connection, that you have experienced each other before in past lifetimes, but it's not just past lifetimes, it's the depth of the love that is there. The past lifetimes, that's just going to show the spiritual connection and the depth of this relationship. And they're asking you to stay optimistic, because just as you have loved each other and experienced each other in past lifetimes, so are you doing that now. So are you experiencing each other in this lifetime as well. And you're clearing out all the past lifetimes. You're clearing out all the, what I like to call soul sludge. You're clearing out all the toxic elements that are truly keeping you from each other, truly keeping you in this energy. Again, this is the fear. So what you're doing is you're clearing out all the elements that are from those past lifetimes, possibly even from this lifetime, the karmic cycle. We've channeled this before. The karmic cycle that was created within your relationship in this lifetime. You're clearing all of that out for this fresh start, for this new relationship, for this new beginning. So stay optimistic. Stay optimistic. I'm hearing it is worth waiting for, and that faith is what is going to shift your connection by clearing out all that soul sludge, by clearing out all that fear, by clearing out all the blocks, and being optimistic. And being optimistic, it's not just about believing. It's not just about hope. It's not just about faith, but it's really anchoring into your heart space. It's really anchoring into the space of knowing, trusting in this connection, and not just trusting in this connection, but trusting the divine as well. Really important to trust in the divine as well. Okay, let me catch up. He's not saying he knows exactly how I feel. Yeah, same. I do have doubts, but I also have unconditional love for him. Just want him happy, even if it's not with me. Yeah. And that's what unconditional love is, Lynn. That really is truly the embodiment of unconditional love, is wanting the best for them, wanting them to be happy, because that is love. That is that pure divine love. That is this pure divine love. But see what you can do to clear the doubt. See what you can do to feel and anchor into the love that he has for you as well. And even if it's not being expressed, he or she, even if it's not being expressed, your counterpart shares that same love, because you are one, because of this connection, because of the spiritual bond that you two share. because of the soul that you two share. If you go with that theory, as I do, of the twin soul, the soul that you two share, the spiritual connection and the bond that you two share. So what can you do? What can I do about clearing doubts? Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay, so what can you do about clearing doubts? It's a really good question. It's just about looking at your patterns. It's about looking at your blocks. It's about looking where the fear is holding you back. Where do you feel like fear is still holding you back? Where is fear still blocking you? And what I'm actually hearing is that you can actually go to other relationships to see where that is being mirrored in you, because that is also going to mirror your relationship with your divine counterpart. So if you have family members or friends where you are having trouble speaking your truth, if you're having trouble believing that someone is a friend or that you can trust someone, those are all doubts that are being mirrored in your own counterpart connection. So you can actually go to other relationships in your life. It could be coworkers, it could be friends, it could be family. You can go to those other relationships and see if you're experiencing any doubt, any mistrust, any fear, any feelings of inadequacy. I'm hearing any feelings of unworthiness, any feelings like you're not being reciprocated, like the love isn't being reciprocated, and see where you're mirroring that, see where the feelings are coming from your end. And as you clear that, it'll shift your relationship with your divine counterpart. Okay, you guys, any other questions? We're taking questions for the collective, and we're going to channel and pull some oracle cards if you guys are just coming in. So if you have any other questions for the collective, we'll pull some cards. I feel like I want this one. We're going to talk about love. We're going to, in general, we're going to get a whispers of love. So let's see what message comes out for the collective from this deck. Okay. Spirit, what do you have to say for this partnership, for this relationship? What do you have to say as message of guidance? I'm also hearing hold space within yourself for yourself. Because it's not just about holding space for your divine counterpart. It's not just about loving your divine counterpart. But first and foremost, it's about loving yourself, and it's about holding space for yourself. So if you're not holding space for yourself, and what I mean is, where are you not being gentle with yourself? Where are you not being kind to yourself? Where are you not being patient with yourself throughout this process? Because this whole connection, this journey, it is a process. So where are you not holding space for yourself, and where can you hold more space and love for yourself? Are we gonna get anything? Hey, Steve. Great to see you here. Soulmates and how they can fit into the equation. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll get to that. So what just flew out was appreciate this moment. Each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love, and act as if your partner is here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. This is actually what we've been channeling for the past couple of readings, which is anchoring into the present moment. Anchor into a place of appreciation, because that is where you manifest. You manifest in the present moment. You manifest through, and what I had just channeled in the reading that is posted on the channel tonight was, every choice that you make in the moment is a manifestation for your future. So be anchoring into the now moment, being mindful and anchoring into the present moment and being appreciative of the present moment shifts your entire mindset, because you're not in the egoic mindset of fear, which is what holds on to the past, and you're not in the overwhelm and confusion and wondering about outcomes of the future. So anchoring into the present moment is so important. Hold the vision, act as if your partner's here. Hold the vision, daydream, to manifest, think about what you want, manifest what you want, daydream about what you want, hold that vision. That's part of manifestation, but really anchor into the present moment. It's really interesting that these two cards came out because this is manifestation. This is the basics of manifestation. Hold the vision, but be present so that you can help co-create with the universe. Because being in that present moment, being in that place of gratitude helps to raise your vibrations. And as you raise your vibrations, that's what helps you. That's what helps you come into alignment. Okay. All right, let's get to, okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, Steve, I'm going to get to your question first. What would Spirit suggest if you believe you have a soulmate appearing who is interested in you, but you aren't interested in them? So what I would say is with soulmates, there's something to be said for all connections, whether it's karmic, whether it's soulmate, whether it's twin flame, twin soul, whatever the label, those are just labeled. You know the depth of what you're feeling for these relationships. And every relationship, whether it's karmic, whether it's soulmate, whether it is twin flame, twin soul, is anchored in love. It's anchored in love. Like love just exists between all connections, no matter what your experience is. And so you have something to learn from all of those connections. With soulmates and divine counterparts, it's hard for me to say because I feel like you have to intuit yourself. And I know that feels like a cop-out for me to say, but I feel like you have to really go within and say, what is it that I want to experience with this person who has come into my life? What is it that I want to truly experience? What is it that I'm here to learn from them? Because you could have an experience with them. You could have a romantic experience with them if that's what you want. You could have a work partnership with them if that's what you want. Or you could just have something to learn from them. What they could be is a catalyst for future growth for you, for more growth for you, or it could be that they're showing you contrast, that you don't want the soulmate, that you do want your divine counterpart. So it's really up to you to intuit what that soulmate is there for. You really have to know yourself and really have to go within, because it could be a number of things. It's really, really hard to tell. Steve, I'm going to say email me and we'll talk more about that. We'll talk more about your specific situation. Send me an email and we'll chat. Okay. What can I do for forgiving someone or something in past lives? So tomorrow, I had a beautiful experience. I have a friend named Kelly who does some past life healing that is going to be, I believe, we've talked about this. She and I have talked about this, a game changer for divine counterparts. And tomorrow on the channel, stay tuned for that because I'm going to be introducing it as a testimonial for her. So make sure that you stay tuned for that because it really is a game changer for healing. If you don't want to do past life regression, if you don't want to do past life healing, that kind of modality, then what you can do, you can ask your angels to help you heal through dream state. You can also do some meditations, chakra meditations, because you hold the energy of past lives, especially in your lower chakras, especially they're showing me the root chakra. So you do hold past lives within your cell structure, within your body, within your chakra system. So you can do some past life meditations to help to clear that. Also just active healing. Ho'oponopono, I don't know if I'm saying that right. But that was a vital exercise for me as I was working through active healing with my divine counterpart. So that could help you work through some forgiveness as well. It could be past lives. It could be this incarnation as well. But there's 4 steps to this. And I might get this wrong. Forgive me, I'm channeling. So when I channel, my mind is not entirely here. It's I forgive you. I'm sorry. Thank you. I love you. I forgive you for this. I'm sorry for this, my role in this. That's how I choose to look at it. Thank you for this lesson, and I love you. Always ending with I love you, always ending with love and gratitude for the experience, for the lesson that it taught you. Because everything teaches us a lesson. Every single thing is not a coincidence. Everything is meant for our experience. Everything is meant for our soul growth. Everything is meant to teach us. Okay. Am I missing anything? Hold on. I knew mine many years ago, but didn't know until we saw each other 2 years ago. I wasn't awake to see him. Lori, that was my experience too. I've known my divine counterpart since the 4th grade when he had a crush on me and I rejected him. And it was because I didn't see him. It was because I didn't recognize him. It was because I didn't recognize myself. And I also truly believe it was because we had to experience this life and go through our own karma and experiences before we could come together. I had to go through healing a lot of trauma. I had to go through the experience of a lot of trauma to come to this place of self-love, to come to this place of awakening. I believe he had to go through the same before we could come together and heal together. So it's everybody's journey is different, but I do believe that your soul knew what you meant to go through, and your soul and his or her soul orchestrated this together, orchestrated your lifetime together, so that for optimal soul growth. Optimal soul growth is what I'm hearing. Optimal evolution. So just trust your journey. Trust your journey. The blueprint, like I always say, the blueprint is familiar. The blueprint is the same, but every divine counterparts, the couple's journey is going to look a little bit different because it's for their own soul growth. It's for your own soul growth. It's for your own evolution, for the karma that you have to clear, what you have to do together. And so whether you're in separation or whether you're healing together, it's, with me and my divine counterpart, we've been healing together, but there are triggers and triggers and triggers galore. And sometimes it feels like it would be easier if we were in separation. But that's what we have come to do. We've come to help each other and heal each other together. And that's just the way our souls orchestrated it to do our healing. You're going through healing, whether you're in separation, limited contact, little contact, whether you're together in a relationship, you're coming together as your souls orchestrated it. For your optimal soul growth. You lost your first love in a car. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That must have been so painful. Yeah, that's part of the healing process, Lori. That's going to be part of the healing process for you. Hi, Maurice. I'm not doing personal readings right now. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can feel free to book with me on SusanDawnSpiritual.com. But if you have a question for the general collective, I'm channeling some messages and getting some oracle cards if you guys are just joining us. Any other questions? Anything else any other messages we want to channel? Let's get... How do you guys like my messages deck? Let's get some song lyrics. Let's get some music up in here, right? Music is healing. My divine counterpart taught me that. So let's get some... let's see what messages, what guidance there is using the song lyrics deck that I created. Not the whole deck. We got 2. And I think it was the live reading. This came out. I'm Forever Yours, Faithfully. So we have it on the bottom of the deck again. So you guys, have faith in your journey. Have faith in your connection. Have faith in this relationship, the depth of this relationship, because you're each other's faithfully. And even if it doesn't feel like there's commitment there, even if it doesn't feel like there's loyalty there, there's loyalty in the love that you have for each other. There's commitment and faith in the love and the depth of that love that you have for each other. So believe in this. Believe in this. Okay, so this is love from Cinderella. So this is love. And it goes, this is the miracle. And this love really is a miracle. And I had to put this in. I couldn't not put this in. It's the bangles. Is this burning an eternal flame? Like, this is that attraction that you're feeling towards each other. This is the wands energy that keeps coming out. In the weekend update, it was all wands and pentacles. It was on fire, that reading. So this is that burning. This is that eternal flame. You guys are that one flame. You're twin flames, but you're really one. You're really one. And I saw something on Instagram. It was like It was a match, and I think it maybe was another match or was something, two that was burning, and they were merging into one. It was beautiful because that's exactly what's happening. You're two merging into one. It was so beautiful. That is awesome. I grew up with that song. So did I. I think I just dated myself, but so did I, Lynn. So did I. Lori, he's your angel now. Yes. Yes, he's part of your spirit team. He is helping to guide you on your journey and with your counterpart. So believe in that. Believe it that the love still exists there, because the love never goes away, ever. Love is just energy, and energy can't be destroyed. So even if he's not here in the physical, that love is still there, and he's still there for you, and he's still feel it for you. And we have We'll Take It Slow and Grow As We Go from Ben Platt. This is one of my favorite songs because this is all about growing together. This is all about allowing the relationship to unfold and just growing together, evolving together, because that's what you're doing. That's what any positive, purposeful relationship is meant for, especially a spiritual relationship as deep as this. You're meant to grow together, not to grow apart, not to grow separately, but to grow together, to evolve together. And that's what this divine love is all about. It is all about growing together. Grow as we go. Grow as we go. All right, you guys, I think that's going to be it for this live stream, unless you guys have anything else that you want to chat about. We'll be back on Friday with the Divine Partnership reading. Don't forget, tomorrow we'll have a special testimonial, which will introduce that healing session, the healing modality. I'm really excited to let you guys, introduce that to you guys, because it really was a breakthrough. I talk about my experience with it. It really was a breakthrough for me and my divine counterpart. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Lynn, is it true twins don't always be in union? I don't believe in that. I don't know. I see, that's the thing. It's hard to understand what union really is because nobody has really been in union. We are really way showers. We're light workers. We are the front runners. We're the pioneers. This hasn't really been done before on this planet. My personal belief, and if you want channel messages on this, because I'm kind of done channeling right now. If you want channel messages on this, check out the special channeled messages playlist. We talk a lot about this. I actually channeled messages from the divine directly that was all about union, and how union is. We tend to focus on the physical relationship because that's what we know. That's what we can see, hear, taste, touch, and smell. But it's so much more. This connection is so much more than the physical 3D relationship that we know. And union is so much more than being in a physical relationship. It's so much more than marriage. It's so much more than having children. It's so much more than commitment. It's so much more than family life. It's so much more than buying a house together. It's so much more than the 3D relationship template we've known in the past. We want those things. Of course we want those things because we're human and we're having this human experience. But what I understand union to be is that it's more of a merging of energies. It's more of a coming together so that you can really not just uplift the planet, but you're changing the entire paradigm. You're changing what they had channeled to me, and they're reminding me of this now, is this is having an effect not on just on this planet, but on the entire universe. The entire universe. That is how powerful this love is. It is explosive. It is a coming together that is just explosive and echoes out across the entire cosmos. It is a mission that is far beyond lifting the vibrations of this planet, but it ripples out to affect the entire universe. So I'm not going to get into all of that right now. You can check that on the special channeled messages readings. I think one is called Birthing a New World, the Cosmic Effect. And there's one immediately after that. And I can't remember what that's called right now, but that's the one that stands out that might resonate with you. I don't believe that twins aren't meant to come into union. I think that if you're true divine counterparts, you will come into union. If you're ready for it, if you've evolved enough, if you're ready for it in this incarnation. But for true divine counterparts, I believe that union is always imminent. So that's just my own personal theory. You can, always take what resonates with you and disregard what doesn't. Always trust your own intuition over what anybody says, even over what I say, because my word is not gospel. You have to really trust yourself. I just channel messages that are coming through me. So take what resonates for you as well. Okay. Sorry, I hope that made sense to you. Love from Japan. Thank you, Elle. You're so sweet. Thank you for being here. All right, you guys. If there's nothing else, I think we're going to end here for the night. Thank you guys so much for being here. Again, we'll be back on Friday for the Divine Partnership reading, and we'll be back here on Monday at 2 p.m. for the scheduled live stream. So make sure you don't miss out on that. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much. And I'm wishing you all a very, very lovely evening, and have a wonderful day tomorrow, and we'll see you soon. Bye.